What is going on, YouTube Nation? The Johnny Sparks here with another Madden 15 Ultimate Team video. Let's try to start a new series, Budget Mania. Please watch and enjoy. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube, people talking about budget players, budget squad, Market Monday, things like that. Shout out to everybody who has their own creative ideas. So I want to do something along those lines. I want to test this out, see if I can turn this into a series possibly. I want to do Budget Mania. And in each video, I want to highlight one offensive player and one defensive player that I personally consider to be a budget player, a hidden gem, so to speak. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm absolutely 100% right and that everybody's wrong. Everybody has their own opinions, and that's the great thing about life is grown folk can talk about their opinions. But I want to highlight first in this video, we're going to do a running back. We are going to highlight a running back who now plays for the Steelers this year, one LeGarrette Blount. Now, the reason I feel that this is a budget squad player and an asset to any team is because of his stats and, of course, his cost. As we can see now, at the time of this video, the cheapest one on there is $3,100. And according to MUT.com, his average price is actually $2,500. So let's go in here and look at LeGarrette Blount's stats here. I'm going to compare him to who I have. And it's not a fair comparison because I'm running with Doug Martin, but I want us to take a look here at these stats, okay? 87 overall speed. Now, of course, this isn't a speedster. This isn't going to be your Reggie Bush, your Barry Sanders. This LeGarrette Blount is a budget, squad member for somebody who is looking to do the ground and pound style, running up the middle and smash mouth. So an 87 speed for that type of back is actually really good, as well as having an 85 acceleration. Now, of course, if you're wanting a speed back, these stats are not that great, but for a run you over type of back, this is actually really good. The most important stat on this card is the 96 truck. LeGarrette Blount is definitely a beast. He will run you over. Now, he's not going to be able to do it as much as likely, 2-3 yards past the line of scrimmage. But if he breaks a little bit and say defensive back is coming at him, if he's had a little bit of time to get up to speed, he's going to plow most linebackers and defensive backs over, just depending on who it is and their hit power. Now, his carry is an 88. Again, that is a respectable number. It's not that bad. It's not as high as it could be and as high as I would like, but this is a 79 overall card, and these are actually pretty decent stats. And people need to stop paying attention to, the overall rating of the card because it can very well be deceiving. A lot of times a card will get a higher overall rating simply based on one stat, and that's awareness. So in this first video, and what I hope to turn into a series, Budget Mania, I'm giving LeGarrette Blount my official stamp of approval for a budget squad member in the halfback position. Which will lead me to the next person I want to talk about, of course, on defense. And we are going to look at somebody that I actually have on my roster now. So not only is this person a budget squad member, but I feel that they are a hidden gem, and I feel that this particular card or item, however you want to say it, is definitely worth picking up. And who we're going to be looking at today is McDonald, left end from the 49ers. He is an 80 overall. And at the time of this particular video, his price is $3,800, and Mutthead actually has his average price at 3.4 on the PlayStation 4. Now let's take a look. Actually, I'm not going to bring that card up. I'm going to look for another left end, and I'm going to actually compare it to one of the elites, and you're going to actually be able to see why looking at the stats matter and not the overall. Okay, I'm actually going to go for a very high tier elite in the left end position. You know, of course, not going to look at none of these top players because those, you know, that is completely unfair. But let's look at Campbell here, okay? This is where I want to start. I want to start with Campbell. Okay, now as you can see, I do in fact have McDonald on my team. Now, Campbell is faster, and he does have a way better finesse move. But as you can clearly see, that's it. McDonald has a higher strength, and he has a higher acceleration, of course, with tackling, block shed, and power move. Here's the thing. He's got a respectable strength at 88, and, you know, a respectable power move at 84. Both of those are over the league average for his position. You factor both of those into an 88 block shed, which is over the league average, he's going to do work for you. Plus, not to mention his 83 play rec, which is above league average, is going to help him sniff out those play actions, the short passes and things like that, the screens, you know, some read option stuff. So this is why I say not only is he a budget squad member, but he's actually a hidden gem. As you can clearly see, I personally run him in my own lineup. So there you're looking at a card for Ray McDonald for less than 4K, or you can blow almost 60K on Campbell and not get as good of a card. So just out of curiosity, I haven't quite done this yet, but let's compare the McDonald to Cameron Wake's Team of the Week card. Let's see how that stacks up. And as you can see, clearly he's faster and clearly he has better acceleration. That's the type of defensive end Cameron Wake is. He is known for his speed as well as his finesse move. So obviously in those three categories, Cameron Wake completely blows McDonald out the water. So if Cameron Wake comes upon an offensive lineman and he can use his finesse move to get around him and, you know, get off that block, then he's going to get to the quarterback quickly, or he's going to get to the running back or fullback and possibly get a tackle for a loss. But at the same time, you have to look at this, okay? His strength is an 84, which is right around average, and of course he has really no power move at 74. But there again, Cameron Wake's not that kind of defensive end. But what boggles my mind is the block shed. You know, this is a Team of the Week item, and his block shed is only at an 80. And Ray McDonald is still holding firm at an 88 block shed with an 88 strength and an 84 power move. Those three stats put together with those high of a rating means that Ray McDonald can get stuff done, and he still has a higher play rec. Yes, this Cameron Wake is only one less at an 82, but here's the thing. This Ray McDonald is a way cheaper card, okay? Out of the Cameron Wakes that I see up here, you're going to be spending right around 150,000. Right there's the cheapest one I see, 143. So do you really want to build up all those coins just to spend it on somebody like Cameron Wake, which is a good defensive end, don't get me wrong, but do you want to do smart about your coin management and spend as little as possible to get the best possible players in certain positions, and you can make your whole team as an overall come up and be better, as opposed to just focusing on one position? So those are my two players for this video of Budget Mania. Now, I haven't done this quite yet, so let's go ahead and take a look at the actual squad that I'm running with. As you can see, I do have the Peyton Manning there, which is a reward for the Style Master Solo. And just so you know, under source, you can in fact see it is a set completion award. I did in fact complete all these Style Solos and received 25K along with Peyton Manning and Luke Kuechly. And then this Franco Harris here, I just picked up this morning. Instead of trying to collect what few badges I needed left from gold to turn them into one elite badge that I needed, and trying to snipe his rookie legend off of the auction house, somebody actually posted the full legend for $74,000. I bought that at $74,000, and then I turned around and sold 6 gold badges for right around $8,000, sold a few silver badges for $3,000 a piece, and then I went ahead and just sold all of the collectibles of his that I had. Make a long story short, I only wound up paying about $15K for the legend Frank Harris. Got to pay attention. Do not be silly with your management of cards and coins, and that's going to be another video I'm going to try to drop at you later today. Of course, you've already seen Doug Martin at my halfback, and my starting wide receivers, I got Mike Evans here, the rising star combined double ground and pound, Eric Decker in the slot, and then we have Dwayne Bowe at wide receiver spot 2. Then we have the ghost, Dave Casper, at my tight end. When they had the legendary packs, I was able to get most of his collectibles and his rookie card. So in all honesty, I spent maybe $2-3K on that actual legend card. I'm happy with that. And then, I got Dotson running right tackle, happy with that. I did buy this Castro off of the auction block. This is the only elite card I have bought off the auction block, but I believe I only paid like $20K for it. Somebody I don't think really knew what they had. And for me personally, this card was a good pickup because it's got a high run block, 93 run block, which I run ground and pound, so that's very important for me. And it's still got a decent pass block at 86. Of course I'm going to pass here and there, but I need something more focused on run block, so Castro was it. Then I got Khalees here that I pulled out of a pack. I did have Will Montgomery there, which I will talk about in another video, but Khalees is my starting center now. We've got Carl Nix there sitting at left guard, and Mr. Brown. I love this card. Dwayne Brown was one of my favorite cards in MUT last year. Underrated card in my opinion, but let's compare him real quick to the 84 left tackle Football Outsiders Armstead that just came out. Now obviously when looking at this, it's a little lopsided, isn't it? The Armstead is stronger, he's more agile, he's faster, his acceleration is better, his run block is one better, they've got the same pass block, but his impact block is one better. So, in looking at that card, why is Dwayne Brown one higher overall? Because of his awareness. Just like I said, he has a higher awareness, so therefore he's a higher rated overall card. Now, the only reason I haven't switched these cards yet and made Armstead my starter is because of the ground and pound on Dwayne Brown. But I'm going to play a few games, see if I put Armstead in, if losing those 5 ground and pound points are going to make a difference. I don't really think they will, so it's very well possible that I'm going to be putting Armstead in there as my starting left tackle. Now let's look at the defense real quick. As you can clearly see, I'm running the Ha-Ha Dicks combined run stuff at the free safety. And then we got Burset right outside linebacker. There's my Keegley with Bobby Wagner in the middle. These two have a 92 hit power combined. And since I run a 3-4 defense all of the time, I've got 3 defensive linemen and 4 linebackers on the field at all time. Left and right side out linebackers and 2 middle linebackers. There's Kerrigan at the left side linebacker. Mr. TJ Ward in the strong safety that I did pull out of a pack. Now we come on down here, and as you can see, I have Aqib Talib in my cornerback slot 1, the very first elite that I pulled. And cornerback 2, you can see Greer and McCourty, cornerback 3. And then running backup duties, we have Cromartie and we have Captain Munnerlin. Left in, as I've already shown you, I'm running Ray McDonald. And then my starting defensive tackle, Vince Wilfork, with Mabane coming in just when Wilfork gets tired because I don't run a 4-3, so Mabane's really just there for the boost and style. Got Jason Hatcher on the right end. And then, of course, with my special teams, nothing fancy, nothing great. I got Heeker there as my punter, Mr. Scooby-Doo at my kicker. And then, you see Brown's the long snapper, and, Doug Martin, I just let him be the third down back. And then we got Jacoby Jones doing the punt returns, and Jacoby Jones and Javon Austin doing kick return duties. So that will be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much, YouTube, for stopping by. Have a great day.